Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video we have Retribution Paladin soloing a plus 40 on Legion Remix. This is going to be Neltharian's Lair attempt here. We are much stronger than we were the last time we were together. It was for a plus 30 solo. It turns out you need to be much stronger to do plus 40. We are up to 456 on our Limits Unbound, and honestly you could probably do the, I don't know if I can even do this. This is literally me attempting to do it, and I've failed every other 40 I've tried. Well, not timed it. But yeah, this affixes this week make it much harder. And if you're someone who's trying to solo content as well, you might be able to do even a plus 40 at lower than this power when better affixes are. We have Sanguine this week. We also have Necrotic. These are not fun affixes to have together, let alone at all. So this has not been fun affix wise this week. But yeah, let's also, before we get started, let's everything else is the same. I will link the talent build below because some people were asking about it on the plus 30 video, but it's just a very basic single target Mythic Plus type build. I went over all the builds in a guide. I made that ahead of time because I knew people would ask, but I do understand not everybody's going to watch every single video. I'll link the talents below. We're going to go as fast as we can and hope we get this done. So I know I can complete a plus 40 Neltharian's Lair, but can I time it is kind of where I'm getting at here. So I'm kind of at that mark now where I'm strong enough to do these plus 40s. I've timed multiple plus 39s, but can I do it in time? The Sanguine, of course, is the big killer here. Without the Sanguine, I could almost certainly do it in time. But yeah, with the Sanguine, it's a little rough. We also have the extra buff since the plus 30. So we have damage done by 10%, health increase. So you see me have 216 million health. Damage taken reduced by 33% as well to make me a little bit more like a tank. When everybody plays DPS, be a little bit more like a tank. We're going to do this first pull pretty big, which can be a little bit crazy with Necrotic. Now as a Ret Paladin, we can take off the Necrotic wound stacks with our Bop and with our Bubble. So we can remove these stacks as well, so that's good. We're going to use our Shield of Vengeance, get that to pop, hopefully. And once that pops, let's go ahead and use our Bubble. And we're just kind of kiting around this circle here, because eventually some of these things are going to die and leave Sanguine on the ground. And I don't want them to be standing in it too long there. We're targeting the big guy. We'll blow up our guy there as he gets close to the end. Spike for our Twisted Crusade ability. We're just gonna hop around in circles here. He's kind of bathing in it there. A little bit of bathing. See that just right there? So this is gonna be like an extra, 30 seconds, let's say, from them bathing in the Sanguine. And that adds up. Maybe even more than 30. You're gonna stop and cast there. He's bathing in it a little bit. So it just adds up over time. So imagine I'd already be getting the boss started. So for these, what I'm going to try to do is, I don't know the actual tech to snap them down, but they can snap down. That's what I want to do, because I'm not going to stand up here and fight them. And I also did not want to pull them into that last pull. What I want them to do is to come down here. So sometimes they come down this waterfall. I've seen them do this on Mythic Plus a million times, like on MDI. I don't know what makes them come, though. And if they don't, they don't. If they do, they do. If they don't, we just have to pull something else later on. And this boss, the only boss that we're worried about actually dying against is like Neuraxis, the worm boss. That's the only one we're worried about dying against. So with this, so they actually came. So what we're trying to do here is not let the boss bathe in too much Sanguine. I think only 2 of them came. So we might, oh no, is that all 3? I can't even tell. We're just gonna try not to have the boss bathing in Sanguine. He doesn't stop for too long, so in theory, it shouldn't be too bad. And again, this boss isn't really much of a worry as far as killing us goes. Our health dipped down a little bit, but I was very casually moving there. During the shatter or whatever, where the ground changes, you don't really want to be moving during that. Trying to make sure he doesn't stand too much in the Sanguine here. Follow us out here. Alright, so not too much Sanguine healing. Could have been much worse. Gonna remix our time. good time to do that too, where he's not knocking us back, because that will interrupt it. We're just going to very casually move out of the poisons as they fall, which they will throughout this. So here we have this affix, right? This time affix thing. This one is really rough to kill. If you kill it, it's really good buff. But it's not as easy as the other ones to deal with, unfortunately. Especially if you don't have cooldowns running. Like, this is probably a huge waste for me right now to be trying to kill these. I don't think I'm going to make it. We'll try to cooldown kill one of them at least. So I think we got one of them. It's really rough, but the buff is really worth it, honestly. It's a 30-second buff that stacks, so we have 4 stacks of this. And it really increases your DPS by a lot. It's one of those things where you want to get it, but you almost need cooldowns to get it. Now, our cooldowns as Ret Paladins are only 30 seconds for the base cooldowns. So it's not like that big of a deal. Especially if you didn't have to use too much into it. So we got some nice value out of that. Doing pretty good. Timer wise, we're doing great so far. So the hardest mobs of this are actually going to be the shaper mobs. So I've soloed this multiple times on plus 39. I've also failed many. I think I've failed plus 40s in here even. I've failed plus 40s, and so I have a general idea of how to deal with this key. And the shapers are really rough, especially on the Sanguine. Once again, without the Sanguine, they wouldn't be nearly as rough. But with the Sanguine, they are. We could remix time again. Don't think we really need to. Let's just use a cheeky little wake of ashes to finish him off there. The barrel ride will replenish that cooldown. And so these shapers, let's go back to these shapers. These are killers on Sanguine. So they summon these little totems. They fall and then they explode. When they explode, they actually leave a Sanguine puddle on the ground, which is ridiculous. And as a solo player, it's always going to target you. And guess what? Melee mobs are always going to be on top of you. And so this Sanguine just bathes you, and, you know, obviously you move yourself out of it quickly, but then the mob could be standing there casting. It's a whole thing. We're actually going to pull this guy. I'm not too worried about him. Let's see if we can get past without pulling these two, though. And then we're going to, since there's a shaper in this next pull, we're just going to do this pull right here without going to the next group. So you want to do big pulls. We saw me do a big pull in that first pull. But we do not want these shapers, too many of them, if possible. And preferably just one per group, and then also we want to make sure we kill those shapers off pretty quickly as well. So still a pretty decent sized pull. Get them out of that. Sanguine, hopefully. Why are they not moving? I don't think they were in it, luckily. We deal with this pull, and then we're going to just single target down the shaper. We can, if we want to, then pull the other guy into the next shaper if we want to. So we're going to cool down on this time guy here. See if we can get some time buffs into him as well. The big guys. Oh, we pulled this. That's going to be... What do we have here? I don't normally pull this pull. Pelter and a breaker. Okay. Clearly the Pelter dips. We could probably pull this into the next group. Let's remix some time. We still have the one shaper, so if we get full, we have the 4 stack of the buff. We can actually just pull this shaper, I think. Get some good value here. So we pulled more than we needed, but this actually just means we don't have to pull trash at the end of the dungeon as much that we would have had to otherwise. I'm gonna wait for this totem. So there's that totem. I tried to plant that away from the mobs there, as you can see, because I do not want that just again, that sanguine healing is just so annoying. Let's go AoE down this guy with the rock. So this guy we're probably not going to kill unless he just dies on his own passively. The time waves, when we don't kill them, they blow up and it does quite a bit of damage, but you just, a lot of times you just don't have the DPS to kill them in time, and one of the worst things you can do is try to kill it and not kill it. So you're wasting DPS into it and then you don't actually kill it. It's rough. So the good news about that was we got some extra trash. We weren't planning on pulling that trash, but again, that's less we'll need to pull at the end now. And we're still doing fine on time. So we only want to pull one of these shapers at a time. So let's see if we can just get this guy here. And then he's going to do his little totem shortly after he gets out of the stun. He doesn't do it while he's casting, at least. So we're just going to kite this big guy around the stuff on the ground there. Oh, he walked through it a little bit, unfortunately. Okay. So now once we have cooldowns up, we can go pull this rock guy into this other shaper pull. But I've done this enough times where, yes, I would love to pull this all bigger here, and I could survive it. It's just about wasting time, and we need time. And time is our barrier to completing this key at this point. With this level of verse, we're going to survive pretty much everything. Like I said, Neuraxis could technically kill us, but we're going to survive a lot of it. So that's not our barrier. Ugh. Hopefully he doesn't do another totem here. Okay. Ooh, get out of that. We don't have any shapers in that next pull. We are kind of like starting to take a little bit of damage here. So maybe we kill the big guy. Don't worry about getting knocked around then. Come into here. Do this pull. Try to blow them up, maybe? There we go, that's nice. We got 3 of them killed with that fell spike. So now, I don't know the exact... you know, you'd think I would try to figure that out. I don't know the exact trash percentage that I need at this point. But I'm going to try not to pull this other shaper over here. Because you can do this boss usually, unless you get some real bad luck with the... Ooh, this could be good too, actually. Let's kill this ad, and let's take this buff into the boss. Good procs there for us as well. Definitely getting some procs when you need them. See if we can get full 7 going into boss here. Should be able to. And just kind of die naturally. Now we have almost everything up. We don't have Divine Toll, but we have like everything else. We'll get as much damage as we can on this. Now, again, from doing the 39s, I know that I can just kind of stand in most of this mechanic, so I can just kind of single target dummy this guy. Like that. It's going to knock me back, which is annoying, but... And then I can just kind of stand between these and cleave them down. Let's go ahead and remix here. Use our fell spike, and we're getting them down here pretty good. We're looking at 60-ish at first intermission. And first intermission is faster than second, so maybe even a little under 60. Oh yeah, decent amount under 60 actually. That's good. Alright, so we're not even going to focus on this. We're going to just try to follow the totem here. I do find it hard when these other totems are up to follow it sometimes. Now, if you watched... Oh my gosh, I lost it already. I think I know where it's at, but I'm not sure. So this could be a long intermission. Now, if you watched me do the Casillas thing, you'd think maybe I'd be good at this. And probably should be, but... I think this is right, but I'm not sure. So we might have to kill multiple totems, which is, again, tragic on timer. But we've been very lucky and good on timer so far as well, avoiding Sanguine. So let's see if I saw right. I lost it when it went. And nope, okay. Let's go kill all these since they're all together. Just kill multiple since we don't know where it's at. Tragic, tragic, tragic. Oh no. It's gonna be that one over there, isn't it? So this is definitely not good for the timer, but what's good is a lot of the trash now, there's only like one shaper left, I think, that we're gonna pull. So the less, we're doing fine. If we can survive Neuraxis, we're still doing okay. Even if this one doesn't end up being it. It's the one that I don't want it to be, which it very well could be. Oh, nope, it was him. That's good, that's good, that's good. And we can maybe grab this buff as well. Try to. Looks like we're gonna get it. It's gonna be very nice. Full buff here. Oop, almost pulled that trash that we're trying to avoid. A lot of mistakes, but doing it. Remix here. Oh, we're not gonna beat this intermission, unfortunately. Okay. Tragic. That's okay. It's gonna be really low coming out of it. There. There. It's so much easier without the other effects going on. Okay, I believe it's this one by itself. It'd be embarrassing if I was wrong, but let's see. We are gonna use a drums. We're gonna use it on Neuraxis the worm. See if I followed it correctly after saying that I could do it. Okay, thank goodness. We're not going to worry about the time buff here. We're just going to finish off the boss. We also have our Fell Spike to detonate, which we'll do soon here. Just do it now. 1%. Okay, next. So we're halfway through. We're over halfway through with about half the time left, and we seem to take these pulls smart. So what can kill you here is the worm that this guy spawns. So you need to pay attention to this. This is another reason why maybe not to do huge pulls here. Is this worm? Now we could technically take this into the next one. I get overwhelmed by these dumb metamorphosis worms. You can stun them as well. And again, like the worst thing is that we wipe, right? Like if I miss it by a little bit of a time, then it is what it is. But I really don't want to just like wipe to a worm. It's frustrating, especially when you've been working on this for a while, to wipe to a worm. Which I have done before. Unfortunately. We have the Shaper here. Obviously the troublesome mob, as we've talked about. And make sure the totem does not land on anywhere near them. Go back to fighting him. That little rock also leaves a puddle, so you don't want to stand right on that either. Oh no. So this is probably going to be a wipe. We will try to bubble this and survive it, but this is probably going to be a wipe. Okay, I think we got this. I think we got this. Okay. Phew. Again, that is why we almost just died from that. Okay. Whew. That was close. That was close. So we can pull all this together. All we are worried about doing this is killing the worm. That's it. Everything else is fine here. Just do not let the worm be the reason we wipe. Probably don't need to. Yep. Instead, go back to this guy to kill him so he doesn't summon another worm. If he does, it's fine. Kill it. Alright, so now this boss, the reason why he is kind of hard, and why he's the one I'm scared of dying to, is because what he does is, first of all, he'll eat you if you're not paying attention to the timers. But what he will do, we'll use one cooldown set here. What's Spike Tongue? We still have plenty of time with Spike Tongue. Spike Tongue will kill you, and then also he eats the minions that he calls, and they do. He makes him do more damage. So you essentially have a DPS check here that you have to meet. So there you can see a little minion. If you take the time to kill the minions, in my opinion, it's just not worth it. We're going to be watching the Spike Tongue thing. We still have some time for it. $10 seconds or so. We're making pretty good time here. Or pretty good DPS. It's going to do the Spike Tongue next, so we need to start heading out. So a lot of times if I have it up, I'll use my freedom to get out. And then if he starts pulling me too close, then I'll use a horse. You can also just horse to the end. So I'm getting kind of close. We'll use a horse just for safety. The hitbox is pretty big. So, alright, we're going to use this set of 30 seconds, and then we're going to remix our time. Pop that. This Spike Tongue comes a little bit quicker here. We only have 8 seconds before another Spike Tongue. And we almost never get a chance to kill the affix ad during this. He's gonna start spiking tongue here. He's at 50%. The affix ad's gonna blow up, so I just shield the vengeance. Hopefully it's... No, I might have shielded vengeance too early. It's gonna be close. Oh, it was actually pretty good. Oh, I stopped paying attention to the Spike Tongue. That was bad. So now we have a solid 30 seconds to do damage here. You can also cleanse this poison off of you. You know, I'm at a point where I don't really need to do that right now. But if you're soloing this on a lower level, what you'll find is you can solo stuff, even though it's hard. You can solo stuff. I am taking damage here though. I don't like the damage that I'm taking, I will say that. Oh, we got a Spike Tongue coming. We need to kill him on this set right here. We're going to start taking a lot of damage. So we really need to kill him on this set. This is where we could die. We have Bubble. We have Bop if we can survive the Forbearance time. We can remix time as well. Alright, let's just Bubble for safety. We're going to remix time. He's going to Spike Tongue us here. And then we will have Bop ready, so we might just have to kill him like during Bop. I forgot to use my drums, which is my whole plan. down to 8%. If he starts just chunking us, first of all, we're just going to shield the Vengeance for starters, and then we will just bop as soon as we need to. As soon as we're scared, if we have to, we will. We might not have to. And okay, good. 9 minutes. It's going to be cutting it a little close, but we can do some of this trash pulls together here. We can pull these first 3 together, for example, without any problem. I expect the last boss will take like, I don't know, 4 minutes or something. So we'll see where we are there. Just go as fast as we can here. You know, we could have technically pulled this even bigger, but I think we're doing okay. See, this pull's going pretty quick. Blow up. See here, we're at 83. Let's pull these. I think we might have to do another pull too, but we'll see. I pulled a little bit of extra, hoping I wouldn't have to. These trappers are really annoying as well. They can do this bound thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to single target down this trapper, just passively cleave, and then pull it into the other one. Because I do not want to get the stun from the bound thing. It's so annoying. This one. Oh my gosh, okay, I got it. I was like, I was just said I didn't want to get stunned, and then I almost forgot to stop him from stunning me. Yeah, I think we are gonna have to do more trash. We might pull it onto the boss, especially if we have cooldowns running. Let's see. Definitely the closest I've been to timing one, whether I time it or not. Yeah, we have to do one more pull. I'm gonna have this huge buff though, so I think I'm just gonna go pull the boss with this buff. Get as much of our cooldowns as we can. Alright, let's go pull this with full buffs. We'll just drums this, since we forgot the drums before. And so what I do for this one is I get the first spike set up, and then I just make sure that, you know, nothing else hits those spikes, and I just let this big guy walk into every other spikes, essentially. If I have to, I'll turn and kill the big guy, but we're mostly just going to try to focus on the boss and cleave him down. We might have to, you might have to kill him because he will chase you behind the magma wave. You also can bubble the magma wave. Also, I might even be able to survive the magma wave, in all honesty. But I'm getting pretty excited right now because I actually think we might be on our way here to doing this. Magma wave. Again, I'm not gonna risk it, right? Like, I'm just gonna go LLS it. No reason to risk it. So we're gonna get a good spike set up there. Now we're just gonna face everything away from that spikes. And it's there in case we need it. We still have bubble, so if it breaks, it's not a huge deal. I'm popping a Shield of Vengeance because there's no real risk of me dying here. and I can maybe get some damage from it blowing up. That's kind of my thought. We got time-wise. So we got plenty of time. He's under 50%. Blew up that fell spike prematurely, but I'm like getting a little excited here. Smashing my buttons. Okay, I'm actually taking damage right now. Oh, let's hide behind here. Okay. It's when he's moving, man. That damage really does stack up. Okay, let's see if we can do it with these cooldowns. If not, we remix time and finish them off. We'll even bubble the next one if we have to. Minutes 24 left. Also, it's worth pointing out that I have not pugged anything above 40 either, so that way I could get the achievement on this video, which is completely nerfed myself. Alright, we're just gonna bubble this. Wait, I have time. I might have bubbled too early there. Ironically. Okay, it's almost dead. Let me go pull some trash. We have 2 minutes left to kill basically one or two mobs. What cooldowns? Let's just get everything up. Oh my gosh, that one's not a good time not to be able to jump. So these trappers are the ones that do the bound. So we need to be aware of that. We can bop it. This could be it, guys. 2 minutes left. Got it. Yes! Achievement. Keystone Enthusiast, the Infernal. Plus 40 times. Woo! That was rough. That was awesome, though. Very good start. A very bad Neuraxis pull, honestly. But wow, that was really, really cool. So now, wow, plus 40. I don't know if how easy plus 50s are to solo. But that'll be my next goal. I know plus 49 is an achievement. So maybe 49 will be my goal or something like that. But yeah, that was really, really nice. And you get, what, how many? 85 fragments from that as well, which is nice. Oh, wow, that was cool. All right. Finally got this done. And I got it done on Sanguine Week, which is a really big accomplishment for me. I really wanted to get that done. So there we go. We have plus 40 solo, Ret Paladin, 458 verse with the buff. It's 456, I believe. Limits unbound. But yeah, it takes a lot to solo these plus 40s. I'm doing these challenges. Now I can pug into the 40s though, and you know, build myself up to be ready to do that plus 49 maybe. That'll be my goal. We'll see if we can get there. So, you know, thanks to everyone who's been watching these videos, by the way, the remix videos. I haven't done one in a while because I've been working towards this. And it takes me time, obviously. You know, as much as people can joke and say I have no life, it's taken me a while to get to this 458. Well, many people are done already. So, you know, I enjoy doing this a lot and going over these solo challenges, and I'm glad other people enjoy watching them as well. So, that's it for this one. If you'd like to help me out, subscribing is the best thing you can do. If you're already a subscriber, I encourage you to check out the Patreon. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.